willing to accept anything less.
John Healey in a last-ditch public plea for more money.
I'm not going to comment on figures. The Prime Minister knows what defence and the nation needs. He's set to make his announcement soon.
Barely 24 hours later, though, it was the Defence Secretary who was setting the agenda. In a damning resignation letter, he accused Sir Keir Starmer of risking national security by failing to fund a major defence investment plan properly. Mr Healey wrote, "Your DIP financial settlement falls well short of what's required for defence and the country at this dangerous time. Without a DIP that meets the moment in this way, I'm being forced to make decisions that would reduce the readiness of our forces and increase the risk to personnel on operations and could make the country less safe." No other British Defence Secretary is thought to have resigned on a point of principle quite like this before, at least not in living memory. That makes the move even more of a devastating blow for the Prime Minister's already dwindling authority. It also underlines the gravity of the crisis facing the UK armed forces, hollowed out since the end of the Cold War and now urgently needing to rearm to confront new threats. In a further unravelling of the government, a junior defence minister broke ranks to speak to Cathy Newman on Sky News just minutes before he too then resigned.
I mean, I wasn't in the Defence Investment Plan. I saw it 2 weeks ago. And when I saw it, I wasn't happy with the level of transformation within it, particularly the lessons from Ukraine, uncrewed systems, automation, and pulling those lessons into every section of our armed forces. So I think there's much more work to be done in that space. But then when you match that with a funding settlement as we move to 2030, it isn't enough.
The Prime Minister issued a defiant response to Mr Healey's letter. He said, "The investment plan is delivering an unprecedented increase in defence spending in a sustainable way. It will provide the resources our military needs to keep us safe and the clarity the British defence industry needs to plan." The Conservative leader poured scorn on this claim.
He has done the honourable thing and resigned. I am glad that he agrees with me that we need to put more money into defence. But what is shocking is what he's written in his letter, where he says that the Prime Minister is making the country less safe and putting our troops at risk at a time of increasing threats.
But defence was hollowed out under the Tories too. Labour had pledged to fix the mess, publishing a major review last year that set out how to modernise and transform the Army, Navy and Air Force at a time of mounting threats. Yet a funded plan to turn the vision into a reality never followed. Instead, there were months of wrangling between the Treasury and the Ministry of Defence over how much extra money was needed for the military and where it would come from.
This culminated in an extraordinary few days here at the Ministry of Defence. I mean, what must people inside that building be thinking? I understand Mr Healey was told on Monday he'd be receiving a much smaller amount of additional money than he and his military chiefs had been asking for. He pushed back. In particular, he's looking for a clear commitment to increase defence spending to 3% of GDP by 2030, up from around 2.3% now, which would mean tens of billions of pounds of extra money for defence. But the Prime Minister and his Chancellor have yet to budge. So where are we? Right now, the UK's defence plans are in limbo. Its allies and enemies will be watching on in horror or amusement. And what about the military chiefs? Surely they too will be thinking about their future if more money doesn't come fast.
On Thursday evening, after hours of uncertainty, the Prime Minister appointed a former army officer to be his new Defence Secretary. It's a promotion for Dan Jarvis from his position as Security Minister. But it's a parlous one. Deborah Haynes, Sky News.